As for Kasey Kahne this week, announcing he's going to a first-rate organization, Hendrick Motorsports, in 2011. A driver of his caliber going to Hendrick is like the Yankees, signing another great pitcher. Kasey really is one of the more popular drivers that's new on the scene.
Kenny Francis is doing an outstanding job of bringing that kid up to the top.
Engine number 9 brings it to the finish line. Kasey Kahne wins.
The flying 9.
Kasey Kahne has called it an unbelievable opportunity. But Kasey, this is not a traditional move. There's still a lot of questions. No vacancies until 2012. Where do you go?
Well, that's one of the unanswered things that we just have to work through for probably the next month or two, get it figured out, and you know, it's going to be a great opportunity. I'm really looking forward to it, working with all the Hendrick guys, and I don't know. I still have a lot to do this year. I have a great Budweiser Ford team with Richard Petty Motorsports, and these guys always give me great cars and always step up, especially times like these. So I think we'll be good today. We should be good the rest of the year and have some wins.
Well, I know this is a great track for you, and I want to talk about your current team. But looking ahead, obviously, because that is the big story this week, I know Mark Martin, I guess, started courting you back in September. What kind of things did he say to you?
Well, he just talked to me about kind of what he was looking to do and what it was like where he was, and the changes and things that he had went through as a driver over the time. And so I felt like it was pretty neat to sit in Mark Martin's bus and learn a lot about the situation. And then also he's talked really highly of the 5 guys, of just myself and working with those guys, and thinks that we could have a good relationship as far as teamwork goes and stuff, because that's how they run there. They run all his teams, and they all work together. And I think I'd be pretty decent at working with people, so it'll be all right.
Hey, Krista, it's the DW. We asked Kasey if he has personally sat down and talked to Mark Martin at all.
Yeah, DW in the Hollywood Hotel wants to know if you've personally sat down and talked with Mark at all.
Since then, no. Actually, I talked to him for a second. Yesterday, he was working out in the Speedway here. They have a great workout facility, and I was too. So we said a few things there and shook hands and stuff. And then he kept doing his routine, and I went back to mine, and that was it. But Mark said we need to sit down and talk and go over things here in the next week or so. Well,
yeah, we were talking a little bit about your workout routine. Does he run as fast of a mile as you do?
He was. What was he on? He was doing something different. He was lifting and doing some other stuff, some cardio and other ways, but he could probably run faster than me. Who knows? That guy seems like he can do everything pretty darn good. Well,
you mentioned your current team, a great place. I know things have been not the way you necessarily would want them to start the season, but this is a place to turn things around. You're very good here, and you've already had a busy week. You're at Fort Hood with the military members. They're going to be here cheering you on today.
Yeah, I think this is a great track for us, and we ran well at Atlanta. We were quick there. I think we can be here as well. We qualified 5th. Looking forward to that, and definitely with some of the soldiers and people coming from Fort Hood. There's over 500 here today that Texas Motor Speedway gave them tickets to come out and enjoy the race. We definitely want to put on a good show for them. And we unveiled the Budweiser Armed Forces car that we're going to run in Memorial Day weekend and July 4th weekend. We unveiled it there at Fort Hood on Friday night and really enjoyed it. It's a red camo car that we need to win in.
Well, camo red, those don't necessarily go together, but that's okay. We're going to let it slide. In Texas, obviously, as we said, a great place for Kasey Kahne, hungrier than ever now with this decision to give this 9 team a win.
All right, thanks, Krista and Kasey. And Kahne still has 29 points races, including today with Richard Petty Motorsports. No, we don't know for sure what specific car. Maybe he doesn't know that he'll be driving in 2011, but in 2012, Kasey is replacing Mark Martin in the 5 car for Hendrick. And Darrell, of course, full of speculation and theory.
Well, the guy I feel sorry for is Mark Martin. Like I asked Kasey, I wonder, when they sit down together, I'm thinking Mark, being the guy that he is, the gentleman that he is, he's going to look at Kasey. He's probably going to say, I don't want to hold you back. You're signed on to drive next year. I think it's going to put a lot of pressure on Mark. I don't think Mark will leave the sport, but I think that he and Kasey are going to have to come to some sort of agreement about how they're going to handle the 5 car.
Yeah, and it affects a lot of people, as we see here on the chalkboard.
It really does.
Man, I couldn't sleep at all last night. This thing right here is driving me crazy. You want to know why? Well, let me show you something. You see this guy right here, Kasey Kahne? That's the guy. This is the star of the show. He's leaving this guy over here, the king, Richard Petty Motorsports. He's losing his best driver to this guy. But this guy says, I don't have anywhere for this guy to go in 2011. And so this guy says, so what am I going to do? This guy says, you can come over and drive for me for a year. And this guy says, wait a minute. I thought I was going to take this guy's place. This guy says, hey, I'm not retiring. I'm going to drive my car until 2012. So this guy says, oh my gosh, I got all this down here, I got all that to go over here for a year when I thought I was going to get to go over here next year. So as you can see, there's a lot of pieces of this puzzle, and it is a puzzle. Piece, 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 piece. Are you confused? But here's what I can tell you for sure. When we put all these pieces together, it's going to make a pretty picture. All right, so let me get back to finishing up my beautiful artwork here. How do you think I did? Pretty nice, huh?